So my furnace has been out for a couple weeks, almost a month, 3 weeks, and I had PG&E come look at it, and they told me I needed a specialist to look at it. So I didn't have the money for that, and we just kind of used space heaters and ran up our bill. And I was sitting out front of my house, like really upset, didn't know what to do, and I see 1 hour heating at my neighbor's house, looking at their furnace.
When we first met Sam, we were working on her neighbor's furnace, and she saw our trucks out front. So she came over and asked if we would look at her furnace for her.
It turned out to be a bad circuit board in the furnace, and we were going to fix it for her and go ahead and charge her just like we would a normal client. But once we started talking to her, she started telling us a little bit about her life and what's going on with her.
We moved here when I was in junior high, and my parents passed right as I finished high school. So my sister and I have been moving around and renting it out, moving back, and just trying to figure it out how we were going to keep it, because I love this house.
She has a roommate that had become pregnant and was considering moving out, which it would have been a big struggle for her, because she has a very large mortgage that was unfortunately put on her when her parents passed away.
I could tell that she was stressed out when we were explaining to her all the repairs that need to happen. I think for somebody that age, it's probably overwhelming to take on a home mortgage and the upkeep on a home. So we felt like it would be a nice thing to do to help.
We were going to make that repair at no charge, just simply get her up and running. And once we got back, we thought, perhaps Samantha would be a good candidate for our Neighborhood Heroes program.
To do something nice for somebody in a time of need is a good feeling to do.
And so we went ahead and brought that to the attention of John, our general manager, and Paul, obviously our owner, and they said, hey, let's do it.
And he says, well, how about you take a seat? And proceeds to tell me that they're just going to replace it rather than fix it, because it needs to be done regardless. And I had no idea, and this huge job that I was never going to be able to afford.
We installed a 96% variable speed day and night furnace. This is top of the line furnace for that situation. Also, because we were in Petaluma, they have some pretty strict regulations as far as efficiency. We had to put in the 96% furnace to satisfy that. Also, we had to get under the house and seal all of our ductwork to make sure there wasn't anything leaking. We also did a return air upgrade, which basically entails ripping out a very large piece of ductwork and rerunning it entirely and cutting a new hole in our ceiling to make sure that it's large enough to handle the airflow needed for the furnace.
This is a 100% complete job, which includes 100% satisfied customer guarantee, warranties on the unit, codes, regulations, permits. We got to do a duct test, requires Title 24 to be at 15% leakage on the house. We do a duct seal, and then we pull the permit that it needs to be inspected from the city. So pretty much what we do is make sure it's 100% completed like a regular install. We know it's a charity furnace, but we do it 100% complete.
I also had noticed when we were at Samantha's house that the water heater was aged substantially, and most of the time, when they're that old, they're an inch or two away from going out. So I reached out to Chad Flora at Ben Franklin Plumbing. He's our general manager. I talked to him and see if he was interested in being a part of this installation as well, and he said, yeah, let's do it.
And they're going to give me a new water heater too? I didn't even know anything was wrong with it, and they told me all these things that why I need a new one, and that they're going to help me with that. It's absolutely amazing.
You can compare your bills from last year to this year in the same month, and you'll see the big difference on your bills.
Yay.
Okay?
It's exciting.
It just makes you feel good from one human being to another, all the way up the line, from the technician to management to the branch owners. Everybody has a good feeling about it.
It's amazing what this company can do for people, and I'm really happy and glad to be part of this team.
We have a lot of successful service calls where we install a lot of systems, and we have a premium charge for being a premium provider. It was really it was heartwarming to me to be able to provide that same premium service at no charge to someone that really needed it.
It reminds me not just of like the warmth that it's giving me physically, but just like the warmth that people have in their hearts to come and help somebody that's just really in need, that normally I don't want to ask for help. I'm too prideful to ask anybody for help. And the one time I do, it's the right person to ask. I just want to give a big hug. Thank you so much. You helped me so much. Thank you.
Like, I know we're on camera and everything, you're probably going to cut what I'm going to say, but the fact that we were able to do that, bro, that's crazy. That's powerful. Like, for real, that's so powerful. A 96% furnace installation changed the course of someone's life.
It's every parent's wish, if something happens to you, hope somebody does something like this for your kids.
It's the first house I ever lived in. This house means a lot to me. My parents' memories are here. Like, it's a huge sentimental thing that if it all falls apart, I have to sell it. And now I don't have to do that. The big expensive things being taken care of. I get to stay here. Makes me happy.